My name is Noor Khan. My father was Indian and my mother is American. I was born in Moscow, but grew up in France and can speak English and French fluently. Our family home was called Fazal Manzil, House of Blessings. My father was a spiritual teacher. He died when I was 13, but his teachings remain with me. He said to me, "When Father's love is here, what fear is there?" He believed in universal brotherhood, accepting all religions, rejecting hate and prejudice. Our home in Paris was a haven of peace and creativity. My brothers and sister and I would play many musical instruments, and I wrote poetry and children's stories. My stories appeared in the children's pages of the French newspapers, and I had a book published too. But then in 1940, the Germans invaded France. We left our home and escaped to England by boat. But I was determined to go back, to do something to help the war effort. So I joined the Women's Auxiliary Air Force and was trained as a wireless operator. I found this rather hard at first, but I am quite stubborn, and I was determined to improve, and I did. And since then, things have moved quickly. I have been interviewed in London by SOE, the Special Operations Executive. I was not aware of their existence before, and I can't tell you much about it now either, as it is top secret. But they asked me if I would be prepared to go to France and work there, undercover as an agent, sending messages to London and staying out of the way of the Germans. I said that as well as speaking French, I know the area around Paris well, so this is where I hope I will be sent. I've been told that the work is very dangerous and that if I were to be captured, I would be on my own. I have had a lot of training and very detailed briefings about life in France at the moment, about how an agent asked for a black coffee in a cafe and was immediately under suspicion, as that is the only coffee there is right now. And one agent who looked the wrong way when crossing the road, as if the cars drove on the left, as they do in England, and in the confusion after nearly being hit, was arrested. Some of the exercises have been frightening too. The mock Gestapo interrogation did not go very well. In my last interviews and tests before being ready to leave for France, I told the SOE that I would not tell a lie. My interviewer looked at me as if I had said the wrong thing, but then mentioned my book, which he had read. One of the stories in my book described how a monkey chief laid down across a rocky gap, making his body into a bridge so that all of the other monkeys could cross safely. In my last test, I made mistakes in my coding and was told that these were, in effect, lies, as the wrong message would be received. He said, "When you send a message, imagine the letters are monkeys trying to cross the bridge from Paris to London. If you make a mistake, they will fall off." I had made a few mistakes in coding my messages, but after this, I made no more. I hope that I will go to France. I want to do everything I can to serve my country, even when I am scared or seem nervous. I hope that the SOE realize that. My father's love is always with me. And with that, what fear is there?